Hello everyone, welcome to ViTech Talks. I am going to create a series of videos for CI/CD setup with Azure DevOps. In real time, all the projects are going to deploy by using Azure DevOps nowadays. As part of this series, in this session mainly, I am going to talk about what is CI/CD, the deployment process with using CI/CD and without CI/CD, how it is going to work, and what are the required softwares to complete this exercise. And finally, I am going to talk about how to create Microsoft account and login into Azure portal. Okay. There is one more session in this series. There we can discuss end-to-end implementation, how we can automate the process. Okay. Let's get started into this session. So if you observe here, Cloud Hub deployment without CI/CD. Okay. Without CI/CD, how we are going to deploy our application? So first we need to develop our Mule application by using AnyPoint Studio. Then we need to log in into AnyPoint Platform account by using your credentials. Then we have an option called Runtime Manager. Okay, Runtime Manager. Then we need to deploy our application into Cloud Hub by using the jar file. Okay. Once it is deployed, the DNS is an internet. Okay. It will take care to create the one URL for this. Okay. What is DNS URL, like domain naming system URL? You can see this one. See, it will create like this. There is an HTTP and HTTP URL for the Cloud Hub, so that we can access it, so that you can access this one in anywhere by using internet. Okay, that is one thing. And you want to know more about how we are going to deploy our application without CI/CD, you can go to our YouTube channel, ViTech Talks. Click on this one. So here you can see playlist. Okay, I have created one playlist. Okay, MuleSoft Cloud Hub deployment process. So here you will be able to see, okay, the manual deployment process, as well as by using MAVEN setup, how we are going to deploy our application. Okay, let's jump into PPT. So this is the manual process. I mean, without CI/CD. Then there is a problem here. Suppose I have modified my application with the 10 times, or there are keep on, I'm adding the requirements. So every time I need to log in into AnyPoint Platform account. Okay. Then I have to go to Runtime Manager. Then I have to deploy every time. Okay. This is a manual process. So in order to overcome this issue, the CI/CD process came into the picture. Okay. Now we will see what is CI/CD, and without CI/CD, sorry, with CI/CD, what are the things it is required. So what is CI/CD? CI/CD stands for continuous integration and continuous deployment or delivery. Okay. It is a process. It is a process where the code changes are regularly measured into shared repository, then automatically deployed into staging environments or production environments. Okay. Whatever the environment you are going to keep, either it is a dev or QA or QA1 or production environment, automatically it will get deployed. Okay. Here, there is no manual intervention is required. Okay. There is no manual intervention is not required. Okay. Next, with the use of Azure pipeline.yml, we are going to configure the deployment process. Okay, we will see what is this Azure pipeline.yml and everything, but just try to understand what is the CI/CD and how it is going to work. So if you observe this diagram, okay, so first we are going to edit our code by using AnyPoint Studio. Then we are going to push our code into Azure repository. So not we are using here like GitHub repository. Here we are going to create Azure repo. So here it will be like, see, it will build the task and it will test the task and it will create one artifactory and it will deploy continuously. Okay. Whenever there is a change, automatically it will take the process. Okay. It will deploy into target system. Okay. Here our target system is Cloud Hub. See, this process will work for not only MuleSoft application. So it can apply for Java Spring Boot, Python, as well as Snowflake or SQL projects. See, whatever it is, okay? Whatever the projects you are going to develop in order to implement CI/CD, it's the same process, but there are some changes in the YAML file, okay? So that we are going to see. Next. So CI/CD setup with Azure DevOps. This is an end-to-end flow, how it is going to work. So here we have an developer, app developer. So here you're going to develop one project, any sample project. It's like welcome API or arithmetic API or whatever it is. Then what we are going to do is, so we are not going to log in into AnyPoint platform and we are not going to use runtime manager to deploy our application. We are going to push our code into our shared repository. Okay. So what is that? Azure DevOps. Okay. So there we are going to create one repository as same it is like GitHub repository. There we are going to create one repo. There we are going to push our code. This is our second step. Then we are going to create Azure pipelines. This is very, very important. Okay. Here we are going to create Azure pipelines. Earlier, I think we talk about Jenkins, right? Jenkins pipeline. The same way, here we have Azure pipelines. Azure pipelines. Then, if you see here, we have container registry and AKS. In this picture, container, okay. So in this spot, right? So it's like Azure Kubernetes service. So there we are going to register our containers, okay. Then we are going to deploy our app into AKS. This will take care, okay. This will take care to deploy everything into DNS. Like it is going to create domain naming services and everything. This will happen in a real time for all the projects. It's like Java, Python, or MuleSoft, or SQLs, or anything. Okay. Now in this place, directly, so instead of AKS and container registry, so here in this spot, Cloud Hub will come. Okay. In our use case, Cloud Hub. Okay. So we are not going to deploy the services into AKS. Okay. We are not going to use in this exercise like Azure Kubernetes. Okay. So normally this process will follow in our real time in organizations. Okay. Some of the organizations, they are going to follow AKS. So this is an architecture. Okay. So now instead of this one, we are going to use Cloud Hub. Okay. Cloud Hub. So we are going to create a pipeline, Azure pipeline. That pipeline is going to take care. Okay. So where to deploy? Okay. So what is your end system? So that is going to take care. Let me clear the drawings. Okay. Hope you are clear. Okay. The very first step, the developer is going to develop the app by using AnyPoint Studio. Then we are going to push the code into Azure DevOps. It's a shared repository. So here we are going to create one Azure pipeline. Okay. So this pipeline is going to take care about the automatic deployment process. Okay. So you can compare with previous diagram. Okay. You can compare with this diagram. Okay. See. So here there is no CICD process. So here it is everything. It is a manual process. Okay. We are going to log in into AnyPoint platform, then runtime manager, then Cloud Hub. It is going to deploy. Then if you observe CICD, there is no concept. This one. Okay. I mean, there is a Cloud Hub. There is a Cloud Hub, but we are not going to log in into AnyPoint platform and we are not going to configure these things in a runtime manager. Okay. So that's where continuous integration and continuous deployment came into the picture. Suppose I want to modify my project. Okay. Every 1 week. Okay. Every 1 week, there is a new requirement came into the picture, or every one day. Okay. Every day I'm going to modifying my project. So instead of going to do my project with the manual deployment process, I'm going to implement CI/CD process. Okay. So what it will do, whenever there is a changes, whenever there is a change in a Git repo, what it will do, automatically the Azure pipeline will run and it will deploy into Cloud Hub process. Okay. Hope you have understand little bit, but at the end of this series, you will be able to understand end-to-end flow. Okay. Okay. Next. So in order to process, okay, in order to complete this exercise, so these are the softwares it is required. Okay. So the first one is AnyPoint platform. So you have to create one account here, and AnyPoint Studio you have to download and keep it ready. Then you have to install Java 1.8 or 11 into your local machine. Then MAVEN you have to install. Then Git, there's a Git software. It's a like version control. You have to install for this one. Then you need to create one Microsoft account. Okay. This I will show you how to create Microsoft account and log in into Azure portal. So that we are going to see now. Then we have to install Postman and Thunder client. And we need to set up all the paths. Okay. So anyway, I have created a video in the previous series like CICD GitHub with the Jenkins process. I'll give you that video in the description. Okay. So apart from this Microsoft account, I have explained pin to pin. Okay. Pin to pin, how to download and install. So that one you can go to our YouTube channel. You can type ViTech Talks. Go to playlist. So here there is a playlist called CICD setup with Jenkins and Cloud Hub. Sorry, Jenkins and GitHub. So here you can watch this first video. Okay. Anyway, I'll give you this link in the description. Okay. This link in the description so that you can able to set up all the things. Okay. You have to create AnyPoint platform account, then AnyPoint Studio, then Java, Maven, Git. So Jenkins is not required here. Postman or Thunder client, 7-zip to extract the AnyPoint Studio. Okay. This is a link. Okay. Software download. Okay. How to download and how to set up the configurations. So once you set up everything, okay, just go to command prompt and verify. Java -version. Okay. So this means the Java is installed and configured successfully. Then you have to verify MAVEN -v. See the MAVEN also, it is configured successfully. Then you have to verify git -v. So the git also, it is installed successfully. Okay. So you have to install these softwares. Then you know about AnyPoint Studio. Okay. So there we are going to create our projects. Okay. And then Postman or Thunder client to test our APIs. Okay. Okay, these are the softwares it is required. Then let's go to the PPT. Next. So after installing those softwares, we need to create Microsoft account. So in order to create Microsoft account, so what we need to do, we have to go to Google and just we have to type Microsoft account creation. Okay, that I will show you. Then what we need to do, we need to log in with dev.azure.com. Then you can create an organization and create a project, and you can create a repository. And finally, we have to fill one form. Okay, I'll tell you why we need to fill this form. Okay, we have to, anyway, we are going to create, it as a free account, right? Okay, it is a free account. Then we need to raise a request for parallelism grant access. Then only we can able to, so this is very, very important. Then only we can able to configure our AKS pipelines. Okay. Next, just go to how to create Microsoft account. Just go to Google and type Microsoft account create or creation. Okay. Then click on this link, create a Microsoft account. So here you need to provide your Gmail ID. So this is my Gmail ID. Okay. So you can convert from Gmail ID to Microsoft account. So that you can do. There is one more option here. If you observe here, get new email address. Okay. So here you can use, okay, VIT school 21 or something. Okay. So if you don't have any Gmail ID, okay, that is also fine. Here you can provide your username, and here you can select either it is Outlook or hotmail.com. Okay. I would recommend you to create, okay, Microsoft account by using username @outlook.com. Okay. Outlook.com. So then if you click on next, see, this is already present. It is already present. That means, okay, I have already created an account. Okay. So what you need to do, you can give your username or Gmail ID and click on next. So that's very simple. You have to create a password. Okay. You have to create a password. Then what you can do is you can check this one. Then click on next. So here it will ask you your first name and last name. I'm going to keep it as my institution name here. Then you can select date of birth and country and region. Then finally, it will ask you to provide your mobile number. Okay. For that mobile number, you will get one OTP. Then you have to provide that OTP here. Anyway, I have created this account. Okay. Just I'm going to give you demo like, okay, how to create. Just I'll select something, this one, 1994. Okay. So here you need to fill this puzzle. Okay. Either you can select the audio. Okay. You can select the audio and you can type. And finally, it will ask you to provide the, finally, it will ask you to provide the mobile number. Okay. So it's like puzzle, guys. Okay. So if you are not a robot or something, right? Okay. See the same thing you have to provide like this. See. So how this one is. Okay. So the same direction you have to keep it and you have to submit. 2 is done. Okay. Now this direction. See, it's very simple. So what is the direction? I think this direction, right? Okay, correct. Now 3 is done. Now 4th one is done. Now just see. Okay. This is the correct direction. Okay. Then just click this one. See, there is, okay. If you miss something, okay. If you miss something, then it will show you something like, okay, this is not right option. You have to select the right one, something like that. Okay. Then final option will be you have to provide your mobile number and test your code. Okay. Test your code. See here, if you provide correct directions, you will get like, okay, so the verification is completed. Okay. The verification is completed successfully. See, once the verification is done, like, okay, once you solve that puzzle, okay, you will get this option like this. Okay. Then click on continue. See, it's like same how we are going to create, Gmail account only. Okay. The options might be different. That's it, guys. Okay. The options might be different. Okay. It is done. So in order to log in, okay, it is done. I think so. This is my previous account. Okay. This is my previous account, username and password. So once you have created, then you can able to log in with that. Okay. So I think now we are familiar with how to create a Microsoft account. Okay. Now, suppose you want to log in with the Microsoft account. So how to log in? Okay. Microsoft account login. Go to Google and type Microsoft account login. Okay. You can select this option. Okay. This option. So now I have already logged in. Okay. I have already logged in. I'm going to sign out. I'm going to sign out. So now I have 2 accounts. Okay. One is 21 and another one is 21334. Okay. So you can create number of accounts. So that is up to you. Okay. Once it is created, what you can do, you can go to another browser. You can go to another browser, type. So we have created Outlook, right? We have created an Outlook. So even in our organizations, okay, if you go to any organization, so there we are not using any Gmails or Yahoo mails. There everything it will be Outlook. Okay. It's like Microsoft accounts we are using. Then go to outlook.com and you can provide your username and password. Okay. So here you need to provide your username. So my username 21334. Okay. So this is newly created an account. You have to provide like this. Click on next. Provide your password. So this is very important. Okay. You can create at least one Microsoft account. Okay. Anyway, it's loading. Next, just observe here. See, so there is only one email. Okay, now I have received one more email. Okay, so this is my Microsoft account. This is my Microsoft account. Wait is school 21334. Let me write it somewhere. See, I have one more account. Okay, this is how we can create. Okay, once you created, right? Okay, go to your favorite browser, Chrome or Firefox. So now you have created Microsoft account. Now it's very important. You have to log in into dev.azure, dev.azure, dev.azure portal. Okay, you can type like this, dev.azure.portal. So, okay. So here you can type, I think, dev.azure.com, dev.azure.com. Just type this one, dev.azure.com. Anyway, I'll give you all the links in the description. Now, here you need to sign in. You have to sign in with your Microsoft account. Use another account. Okay. It is cool. 21334 @ outlook.com. See, not Gmail, guys. Okay. Suppose you have converted with your Gmail into Microsoft account, then you can provide the Gmail. Okay. Instead of going to get confused, better you can create the Outlook. Okay. Outlook account. Then click on next. Okay. Okay. This is for Azure.dev portal. Okay. Might be later. See, this is for portal.azure. So in order to see how to create a repository and how to create uh, pipelines, we need to log in with dev.azure.com. See, portal.azure.com is different. Okay, it is going to navigate into the same page. Let me check. Okay, dev.azure.com. If you provide, then it will ask you to give your username. Okay, give your username. So I'm going to give my username is ViTechTalks. Okay, you don't have access. Super. I think I have logged in with different user. See, portal.azure.com is different. Okay. So there we can, okay. We can see SQL databases, Azure Cosmos DB, and those kind of things. Okay. That is different. We will talk about later this one. Then what we need to do is just go to Google, type dev.azure.com. Okay. Not portal. Okay. So you will be able to see this option. Don't go with this one. Okay. Silent. So here you can see, okay, Azure DevOps, start free. Okay. Click on this option. Okay. Start free. Click on this one. Here it will ask you for the Outlook. Okay. The Microsoft account. Okay. I'm going to provide the new one. Okay. This is my project name. Okay. Automatically it is going to create your project name also. Okay. That's fine. 21334. The visibility, you can keep it as private. VIKS. You have to enter this captcha. Okay, click on this continue here. See, in real time, no need to create these accounts because your organization is going to provide the access for Azure DevOps. Okay. But here we are going to create our own, right? So that is the reason you need to create first Microsoft account, then you need to log in into create a repository. Okay. You need to log in into dev.azure.com. So where we need to log in, create Microsoft account. So this is very important. Create Microsoft account. So this will be free. Okay. It will be free for 30 days. Okay. Then after 30 days, you can create one more if you want to practice more things. Okay. Create Microsoft account and log in into dev.azure.com. This is very important, not portal. Dev.azure.portal. Okay. That is not the one. This is the correct one. Okay. Dev.azure.com. Then once you log in, so you will be able to see this option. Okay. This is your project name. Okay. If you want, you can create more organizations here. Okay. That I'm going to tell you in further sessions. Okay. That is not in our scope now. Okay. So if you see this one, so here you can able to see there is a boards option. So here you will be able to create your sprints and backlog groomings. Okay. How the work is going to allocate. Okay. So apart from repos, you can create the pipelines, test plans, artifacts. So the pages looks like the same as you are using in your organization. If you go to your organization, if they give an access to Azure portal, the pages looks like this only. So now we are practicing as same as it is in your company. What is the work you are going to do now? Okay. Next, go to repos. Okay. See here, click on this repos. Click on this repos. So here you can able to create, if you click this one, you can able to create new repository. Okay. I'm going to create my repository name is, okay, suppose ViTech test API, as same as we have created in GitHub, the same way we are going to create here. Okay. So suppose you want to create new branch. Okay. I'm going to create a branch called develop. Okay. You can create the branches here. You want to create one more branch. Want to create test branch based on main branch. Okay, you can create. Okay, this we are going to talk about in next session anyway. So this is how it looks like. Okay, once you log in into dev.azure.com, you can able to see these options. Okay, these options. So you can create number of organizations here. Okay, you can manage everything. You can create number of new projects. So inside the projects, you can create number of repos. Okay, better instead of using GitHub, okay, you can try to create Microsoft account and play with this one. Okay, play with this one. Next, so these are the repos. See, so there are two repos. ViTech test API. Okay, so far it is empty one. In order to clone, what you can do, you can clone here. Okay, see clone. You can copy this URL and go to Git, and you can check out this code. The final thing, okay, in order to create pipelines, right? Okay, so if you go to project settings, here, parallel jobs, just click on this parallel jobs. See self-hosted, right? Okay, there is an option called self-hosted here. So there, in order to get, okay, in order to host your applications, because this is an free account, right? Okay, trial account. So we need to submit one form. Okay, we need to submit one form. So how we are going to submit that one? Okay, just observe now. Okay, let's copy this URL. Okay, let's go to main one and copy. I'll give you this link in a description. So as soon as if you create an account, you have to submit this form. This is very, very important. Then only we can able to create our pipeline and automate the process. What is your name? I'll keep it as my name here. What is your email address? It is cool 21334 @ outlook.com. Okay. Now this one is very important, guys. Okay. You have to provide Azure DevOps organization. Okay. Go to your ADO. Okay. You can call it as ADO, Azure DevOps, right? Okay. Copy this one. Paste it here. Now you have to select private. Okay. You have to select private and you have to submit this. Click on submit. See your response has been successfully recorded. Okay. Your response has been successfully recorded. So that's how, okay, it will take 2 to 3 business days. Okay, it will take 2 to 3 business days to enable that option. Okay, that we are going to see in next session. Yeah, that's it for today. Okay, hope you like this session. Happy learning. We'll see you in the next series. Okay, in the next session. Yeah, thank you.